Hey friends, welcome back to another episode of the DIY Marketing School podcast. I'm your host and your marketing coach, Melanie Diane Howe. Today's episode's a little different. I'm going to talk about network marketing, just as an example. But really, we're going to talk about how you would be successful in having multiple products or multiple businesses and how your messaging might need to pivot. Hey, so before we get into today's episode, I wanted to preface the episode, actually. I don't typically do this, but I recorded the episode and it was kind of off the cuff, to be honest with you. It was not part of this week's content plan, but it was something I was thinking about and I wanted to get it recorded and get the message out. But this episode, I talk about network marketers and how I do believe they can actually have more than one network marketing business. However, before you say network marketing, that's not me, because I know a lot of you are not network marketers. A lot of you are, brick and mortar business owners. You are aspiring entrepreneurs. You're online entrepreneurs. You're course creators. There's a lot of you. There's quite a mix. My followers have quite a mix. And for those of you that are not necessarily in network marketing or even thinking or have ever considered network marketing, one, I want you to know this episode is not a pitch or a commercial for network marketing. It is simply an example that I was talking with a friend about having multiple products or multiple offers or multiple businesses. It just so happens to be we were talking about network marketing. However, this isn't any different than somebody who maybe owns one business, but has thought about dabbling in another business. Or maybe you are still, you have a corporate job and you love your corporate job, but you're kind of like thinking about having a side business. Maybe it's a little side hustle of a little coaching program or a mastermind, or maybe a network marketing. I don't know. Or you are somebody who just is a multi-passionate entrepreneur and you have different passions in different areas. And sometimes you struggle with, can I do more than one thing? Can I also do these other things? And so do me a favor and stick with this episode. While I use the network marketing example quite a bit, I do also reference these other items. And long and short, I do believe that we can have multiple offers, multiple products, maybe even multiple businesses. I do believe that they need to be related. And while it is easier to go deep than it is to go wide in our business adventures, sometimes that isn't necessarily in alignment with what we're passionate about. So I just want to preface the episode and say, keep listening. Don't tune me out just because I am referencing network marketing, because it does apply to all of us and any of us. Just make sure that you can hear the main point and the main messages, which is about how you would do that and how you would do it and be successful. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. Before I hold you any further or any more, here we go. Well, hello. Welcome back to another somewhat off-the-cuff episode. I actually did not have plans in my plan to record this episode, but I was having a conversation with one of my really close friends, and she actually is an attorney and she's a network marketer. And I actually was a network marketer for a number of years. I used to be affiliated with a product line. I actually still use the product line. I just am no longer an affiliate, a marketer for it. But anyway, we were kind of having this conversation. We were playing golf in an outing, and we were talking about just the evolution of network marketing in general, and how there are a lot of new network marketing companies kind of evolving. So for those of you that aren't really sure what I'm talking about, network marketing is also, has other ways that people describe it. It's multi-level marketing. There's a negative term called pyramid scheme that sometimes is used to describe the compensation, format for network marketing programs. Most of them they do kind of fall into a pyramid diagram, if you will. I wouldn't necessarily call it a scheme. I mean, it is what it is. And then, affiliate marketing is also sometimes what it's referred to. But really what it is it's a business model where a company sells products or programs and they sell it through their users. So their users are the sales consultants. And you're basically a contractor for the company, you have to follow some guidelines and some rules, and they're all different. Some older versions of this that are still popular, Avon, Mary Kay, Pampered Chef. Those are some of the older ones that are still around that were very popular. So newer ones, range from, skincare products to, diet drinks, diet, program pills and fitness programs, activity things, weight loss products. There are leggings, children's clothes. There are a ton of versions out there. And, we were kind of having this conversation and we were talking about how I think with just the pandemic, I think that there are actually the network marketing, business model is becoming more and more popular, especially for people looking for that alternate variable income that they can somewhat control. And when I say somewhat control, honestly, I mean, as a network marketer, you're like a salesperson. You can control mostly, to an extent, the income you make. I mean, there's a saying that's what you put in the business will pay you based on the kind of efforts you put into your business. So that is true. But there are some limitations and regulations. And there are, of course, like any business, there are some constraints and things that are out of your control. So I guess I had to caveat the phrase I said there. But really what we were talking about was just generally the popularity of, people taking on additional businesses. So, a lot of people, there are a lot of people in this industry that this is their primary income, meaning they don't have a 9-to-5 job or another job, that this is their job and they put all of their efforts into it. And let me tell you, I mean, I know for a fact there are women that make 6 figures. There are women that make multiple 6 figures, and women and men doing this, type of business. And it's possible. Their possibilities are there. I have met many, 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 many people who got started doing this type of business model in network marketing. A lot of them the ones that get really successful like that tend to move on to other businesses like coaching. They sometimes will write books. Sometimes they create, online courses or mostly memberships or coaching programs. They move on to a different type of business. They take what they've learned and then they convert that to their business to help other people be successful. But also what I'm starting to notice and see is that, some people will move from one network marketing business to another. So they might start selling, one product, but then they decide they're more passionate about a different type of product and they transition and they move or they jump ship and then they move over to the other. And then the other thing that I see that we were talking about is I'm seeing this more now than I used to is people are taking on additional network marketing opportunities. So they are actually investing in an addition, like a second or even a third business. So maybe they're starting out with leggings and then, they're into fitness and they love it. So then they join one of the other, fitness programs where they offer maybe meal plans as well as fitness programs. And they join those together, because they love the legging business, but then they also are into this other stuff and they're different, right? Or maybe they have leggings and then they join the skincare one or the oils, right? Oils is a very popular one as well. So, we were kind of chatting about this and we were talking about what kind of challenges does that pose when somebody takes on an additional business, meaning like an additional network business. And personally, my initial reaction was, unless they're taking on a product that is competitive, that obviously seems odd and awkward. In fact, most of the network marketing companies in their guidelines, they have strict guidelines that you aren't allowed to sell a product that is, in the similar market. I remember when I did the skincare one, there was a popular toothpaste that was kind of floating around, a whitening toothpaste. And there was some confusion because some of the, you really only saw the toothpaste ever posted. But then when you really looked into the business that made this toothpaste, they also sold skincare. And I remember it being a thing because a couple of my peers actually joined the toothpaste, bandwagon, if you will, did not even realize that the company sold skincare, but they loved the toothpaste and they wanted to try something else, right? So, and it was popular and it was hot at the time. But anyway, so a lot of the companies won't let you they won't let you be affiliated with a, competitive, product. That's pretty obvious, right? So I do think that would be challenging for you to try to sell two different brands of skincare, for example. That would not really work well for you. However, I do think that it can make a lot of sense if you can find a couple of products or businesses that complement each other. And so, we were talking about this and my friend was saying, she just felt that could be pretty challenging to try to market more than one product, especially using social media and, in your conversations with people. And I definitely agree. I think it could be confusing for your audience, especially when you're using, your personal content, your personal social media to market these products. I mean, network marketing is becoming very popular. If you have not been solicited by a friend who is selling a product as a network marketer, then, I'm not sure what's going on there. I mean, there's so many different people selling all these different things. And I think it's great. I highly support this business model, by the way. But I do find that there are certain individuals that I see that maybe over post or oversell it. And so for them to take on, another product line and to be posting about that all the time, I can certainly see that their audience, it just might become a little bit noisy. And I think what my friend was saying, that she found that it would be a little bit challenging to market both or market more than one, was simply that, I think it could become, you might water down your messaging. So, if you're always posting about one product and then all of a sudden you start posting about the other, it might water down the message. And so people may mute you or turn you off, if you will. And so I was thinking about this over the weekend and I was just kind of like, I don't know, it kept popping into my head. And also just as I was, catching up with friends, in my news feed, checking on everybody, seeing what everybody's up to, what everybody did this weekend. I have a few friends that are selling more than one product, for sure. And, I have a ton of my connections. I have a lot of connections from my previous, business, of my network marketing, adventure. I'm still connected to a lot of those wonderful people. And so I do still see a lot of what goes on. And there's a lot of them that have taken on additional businesses. And I see some of them that are doing it really, really well. It feels balanced. It feels pure. I mean, it's very clear that they have a couple of opportunities of products that they love and they advocate for them. They do a really good job of doing what I call advocate marketing, which is they're just sharing their experience and they're just sharing results but they're also sharing about all kinds of other things. They're not just being salesy. And then I do have, some connections that maybe need to post other stuff a little more frequently so that it's not just about the 3 different products that they want you to buy or the, private groups they always want you to join or the sales they always want you to join or whatnot, right? And it does get watered down. You do tend to kind of mute it to a point where if you're always talking about it, then I'm just going to know, they're just talking about that again. And again, I may not even pay attention to what you're saying. And you could be you could be having one of the best offers ever. And I am not paying attention because you're always talking about the same stuff. So I definitely see, people do it really well. And then I see some people that could, use some coaching or maybe make some adjustments, right? But the whole point that I wanted to kind of come at with you today is that I do think that you can have multiple businesses, whether it be network marketing or whether it be non-network marketing. I know a lot of people that have, online coaching programs, group coaching programs, masterminds, but then they also have online courses. And then in addition, they have products that they sell as well. But what they do is they're all somewhat related. And I think that multiple people can do this. I think that the coffee shop owner who loves to brew the perfect cup of coffee can also sell coffee, and they can also sell merchandise, that's kind of related to what they love, which is coffee. And then they could also even sell a program that I can pay for, a little workshop that I can buy that teaches me how to brew my own coffee at home. I use that example all the time. The coffee shop example is like my favorite one. I need to find new examples, don't I? If you listen to the show, you know that I talk about the coffee shop example. It's just one I like. It's one I love. And I've seen it work for people. But no differently than those types of businesses, a brick and mortar business can have different, variations of how they help people. So can a network marketer. I mean, a person who loves their skincare can also love the oils that they use to, help with their home remedies, if you will, or to help, put in their diffusers for various reasons. There are lots of uses for, the essential oils out there. So there's really, in my opinion, I don't see any reason why a person who cares about their skin shouldn't also care about the other benefits that a different product could provide for them. And then that same person may be really into healthy eating, and they may, have a shake program, a supplement program that they love the benefits from. They could also be an affiliate marketer for that. The thing here is, now, would I want them to, like on Mondays, they post about oils, and on Wednesdays, they post about the skincare, and then on Fridays, they post about the supplements? Not necessarily. I think that you can absolutely market more than one product, but then what you need to maybe do is adjust your messaging and your personal brand a little bit. So maybe you started out with the skincare products, and then you started using the oils, and you decided, you know what, I use these, I love these so much, I know so many people that could benefit from them. Why not become an affiliate for this business as well, this product, and earn some money on it as well? And, while there may be some restrictions, of course, with how you market to your skincare customers, how you market to them for your oils, each company has different rules and regulations, of course. Why not? You have a captive audience that trusts you and your judgment on the skincare. Maybe a bunch of those people also need the oils and would benefit from the oils as well. I think this is a smart business model. I think it's smart to use your audience, but what you have to be careful about is you can't all of a sudden turn off your skincare customers because all of a sudden you're talking about oils all the time. So where I'm going with this is, I think you just pivot your strategy. I think what you do is you become that person who cares about their skin and their body and their health. And that is your message. You just so happen to have 3 different options for how you can help people. 3 different product mixes that work. Could be used individually, or somebody may be into all 3 of them, and they may become a customer of yours in all 3 of those businesses. But I think that if you're going to bring on additional businesses as a network marketer or an affiliate marketer, you can do whatever you want as long as you follow the guidelines of whatever companies you decide to invest with. But you would be, in my opinion, wise to find products or businesses that complement each other. So, as I said, maybe one of the products is, you're into the fitness shakes. Well, then maybe you go find a fitness clothing line that you can become an affiliate for, because the people that care about their body and are taking your shakes and working out, maybe they also want cute little, leggings and yoga pants to wear as well, because they're shaping their body. Or, you could find one of those group fitness coaching programs, and also join hands with the leggings. So there's a lot of different options out there for you. You have the Pampered Chef stuff. Well, Pampered Chef is great. Well, then you could also maybe find some complementary stuff for people who just enjoy doing things at home. They want to cook. They want to, maybe there's DIY stuff out there that's all about the house. The point here is you would want to get to know your customers and why they're coming to you, and find some common threads, but also look inside of yourself. Because if you are loving these 2 or 3 different product mixes, what's the common thread inside of you? Why do you love them all? And don't get too hung up on this, meaning like it has to be completely related. I do think that it makes a lot of sense, and it's super easier if those products complement each other. But you could also just find something that's just a common interest. You may be a stay-at-home mom. You may be maybe you're not a parent. Maybe you're a corporate person, Or, there's a ton of examples. I mean, I could give you. What is your persona? What is the persona that likes all of these products and why? And then what you do is you talk about that stuff. And like I said, you may be this person who's on a health kick and you're seeing great results, and you want to share what you're eating and you want to share, your workouts. But then you also, by the way, have these super cute leggings that you're wearing and your skin looks great too, because, hey, one of the benefits of working out and staying healthy and eating healthy is better skin as well. But you also might want to add that, hey, I use this product and this is how I keep my skin looking great. The common thread there is that you care about your health and your wellness and you want to feel good about yourself. And so, I think that you can be successful with multiple businesses. You will stretch yourself further because there will be, you will maybe be bringing on additional consultants underneath you, and you are going to have additional work because it's not under one business umbrella. Just like, if the coffee shop owner is also passionate about bicycles and wants to go open up a bicycle shop next door to his coffee shop, they're going to have two sets of books. They're going to have two different LLCs or whatever. They're going to have, two different, websites. They're going to have two different social media presences. It is additional work because it is an additional business, and you will run into the same thing. But when it comes to positioning who you are and why you have these multiple businesses, that could be simpler because you're going to be using your personal brand and your personal social media profiles and your networks and your connections and your phone calls, and you're going to be meeting people, and that is you. You are your marketing engine because people buy from you because they trust you, and you're going to be advocating for the products, and they want to either see the results in themselves that they're seeing in you, or they just simply trust what you're doing and why you're doing it, and they want to be a part of it. And so you would just simply need to make sure that whatever position you're creating for yourself, one, is authentic, but two, how can you maybe just tweak or pivot who you are online so that people can understand that you are this person who's passionate about XYZ. You just happen to have these various options of how you can help people and share what you're doing with them as well. So in a nutshell, off the cuff, I just was thinking about this all weekend, and I just kind of I was like, I see that there could be some challenges for sure. And I do see challenges, but I also think that it is possible. And I think that with what we're dealing with in the world, I mean, you guys, it's uncertain right now. We don't know what the hell the economy is going to do. Half of you, if you're working 9 to 5s, you don't even know if you're going to have a job in 3 months, 6 months. We don't know. So I think it's very smart for you to explore whatever options you can to have a little more control of your world and your business. And I'm going to tell you, I think that affiliate marketing and network marketing is absolutely one of the, I don't want to say easiest, but it is absolutely one of the barrier of entry for you to go create a business of your own and to start making money independently that you're in control of. That is, in my opinion, one of the simplest ways to start doing that. Like I said, I'm not going to say easy. It's not easy. I mean, network marketing is not easy. It takes work. It takes dedication. It is a major mindset business. You have to have a strong mindset. Any business, any entrepreneurship and adventure requires a strong mindset, and you will go through ups and downs, and you'll have good days and bad days, and days where you're done. You're like, why did I even do this? And then there'll be days where you're like, this is why I do this. And you'll be in tears of joy. It is truly a roller coaster, and network marketing isn't any different. But I mean, you can start a business. You basically would be given a website. You are, coached and you have an upline if you choose the right person to join with. I truly can't say enough good things about network marketing. I truly do believe that it is an amazing business model. It's a great place to get started. And again, if you're considering it, I think you should consider it. This is certainly not supposed to be a podcast. It's like, hey, everybody go out there and start a network marketing business. I just am passionate about I believe in the model, and I have so many friends that do it. I have so many friends that are successful network marketers, but they're also just beautiful human beings and souls, and they spend most of their time helping their teams change their lives. I mean, I've seen some really amazing, beautiful things happen. And so I believe in the business model. I personally think that it's a wonderful place to get started. And so with everything that's going on, I was kind of hung up on this all weekend thinking like, can they be successful? And if so, how? How could I maybe encourage them or help them do it and do it right? And so if you are somebody who maybe you own a brick and mortar and you've thought about doing network marketing as well, you absolutely can. I think that you can do it. And I just think that find that common thread. If you want to do it and do it wisely, I would say find products and services that complement what your passions are, what your interests are, and with each other. And then you will be able to find that those conversations, one, are much more natural to have because you naturally are passionate about it, you naturally care about it. And two, as you evolve and touch your business every day, you won't get sick of it because it is something you care about and that you're passionate about. And make it easier for yourself if you're going to have more than one. Let those products kind of complement each other or at least fall under some sort of umbrella, because then it will be easier for you to have one conversation about more than one item. Because, when you reach out to somebody about skincare, for example, they may not be interested in skincare, but if you reach out to them about health and wellness and whatever, you can kind of tap their interests, and then you know which product they may be a better fit for them, regards to oils, Beachbody, shakes, whatever, coaching programs, skincare, whatever the mix of stuff that you have to offer them. If you have a conversation about the overall arching topic, then you can gauge and understand what you might want to quote unquote pitch to them. So I hope that this was helpful for anyone that is one, wanting to learn a little bit more about network marketing, and two, for any of you that are listening that do have a business and have considered jumping into that network marketing business model, or those of you that are network marketers already and you've been thinking about adding another product, another business to your mix. Hopefully this encourages you and will help you do it a little bit more successfully than if you were just jumping in doing it blindly. But anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope that you found it helpful. And if you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe. I am enjoying watching this audience grow. And I love how the more people that we have subscribed, the better I am able to see the insights and see what stuff you guys like. And it is really, really, really interesting to look at my statistics and to see which episodes, do the best, because it helps me know what kind of content you guys want more of. And so I love that. And by subscribing, that certainly helps. And it will also ensure that you don't miss any episodes, including any bonus episodes that I might push out there without really just sharing it on social media or in my email. So anyways, give me a subscription if you can. I'd love for you to stick around. Until the next time, you know the drill by now. Go be awesome.